These are the plaintiffs, Nadia and Vincent Oleniak. Nadia says they hired the defendants to clean their newly purchased house, and they basically did nothing. There was thick dust on all the floors and windows, and their 10-month-old was covered head to toe from crawling around. When she called the defendants to complain, their phone was disconnected. Well, they're not going to go away quietly and are suing the dirty defendants for the $450 they paid them. These are the defendants, Devine and Christopher. Christopher says they were hired to clean up after the contractors were finished working on the plaintiff's new home. They were told to pick up the plastic from the floors and to mop everything except 2 rooms they were told were off limits. They did a great job on 90% of the mess the contractors left behind. They were willing to come back and take care of the few things they missed, but the stubborn plaintiffs refused, so here they are. They're accused of dusting off a customer.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff hired the defendant to clean their new house, and it was ridiculous. Windows and floors covered in dust. But the defendants say the house was 90% clean, and the rest wasn't their fault. It's the case of you dirty rat.
Nadia Oleniak and Vincent Oleniak, you are suing, pronounce it.
Devine.
Devine and Christopher. Are you partners?
No, she just answers the phone calls.
You answer phones. Yes. Devine and Christopher of a business you don't want me to mention, okay, and you don't want me to say your last names. All right. For $450 for cleaning fees that you paid them that you don't believe that they earned.
Correct.
Okay. Are you the owner of the company?
Yes.
Are you the receptionist at the company?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You are dismissed personally from the lawsuit. The lawsuit is against, I guess, you and your DBA name. That's how we're proceeding, because you don't sue the receptionist. All right, so what happened?
Well, on the morning of March 11th, we received a phone call from our contractors that they were in a car accident and couldn't come to the home to finish doing the cleanup that they had to do. And it was really just a lot of dust from the sanding and picking up the protective paper off the floor.
And you were moving in that day?
Yes.
Wow, they cut it close, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they told you they couldn't finish the cleanup and to go hire a company?
So I went online immediately. This was like at 6:45 that morning, trying to find legitimate.
When did they call you?
6:45 that morning.
Oh my goodness.
So
trying to find legitimate?
Yes, legitimate cleaning companies with websites that were insured and bonded.
Okay.
No one could come that day. So I turned to Craigslist, and it was her name on the ad.
Okay. So
I spoke to her.
There's no business name on the. This is for construction debris, construction dust, which is insidious, cleanup.
Correct.
So go ahead.
I explained to her the situation, told her the square footage of the house, how many bedrooms.
What was the square footage?
It's about 2,000 square feet.
Okay.
3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths,
okay.
Living room, kitchen, dining area. Explained to her, it was an emergency. We went back and forth. She didn't know how much to charge. I said, look, I don't want to be taken advantage of, but this is an emergency situation. I have a 15-month-old son. I don't want him breathing this stuff in.
Don't let her do the negotiating anymore. Go ahead.
So she gave me.
I'm desperate. Okay. Go ahead.
She gave me the price of $450. I spoke with my husband. Well, my mom spoke with my husband, and he said, that's fine. We can't find anyone. They said they were going to get there at 10 in the morning. I said, my husband will be there to meet with you. He was there. He told them, what to clean.
Right.
When I got to the house that night, my son was covered in dust in his legs. None of the windows, none of the blinds.
It was good enough for him, though, right?
Well, when they left.
Well, I had a lot going on that day, Your Honor. We had a 2-hour window from 10 a.m. when they got there for when the movers did come at 12 a.m.
Right.
So, I was there. I was actually helping them pick up all the stuff off the floor. So when the movers were coming in, they'll come down the stairs, and I said everything. You
know what the odds are? I'd leave my husband on that end and me on this. What end were you at?
I was home finishing the packing.
Why'd you leave him finishing the packing? That's virtually foolproof.
I wanted to be with my son packing and making sure all the important stuff was taken.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe that was more important role. All right, so now you're no offense. Okay, so now you get to the house at what time?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
And when I go upstairs, I see my mom wiping him down. He had like gray dust all on his legs.
Oh my God.
And I freaked out. So the next morning I called.
Okay.
I spoke.
Now there were rooms that you told them not to go into?
Just the master bathroom because the contractors had a lot of their tools in there, so
Okay.
it didn't make sense for them to.
Any other rooms you told them not to go
No.
into? Show me the pictures of how they left the place. This is the part where you don't do so good. Now, Christopher, you think that
give me-
you didn't go clean, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. So when you get there and you talk to him, what happened?
I don't know how many, I don't remember exactly how many bedrooms there were there, but I remember that 2 rooms we were not supposed to touch. Not 1 room, 2 rooms.
Two rooms meaning a bathroom and a bedroom, or 2 rooms
I don't
meaning
remember.
there's only 3 bedrooms
I
in the
think
house? What would be the point of you coming?
I think it was just 2 bedrooms.
Well, there's only 3
Or
bedrooms in
maybe
the
the
house.
bathroom in the bedroom. It was 2 rooms that we wasn't supposed to touch.
I don't think you're right about that, because there's only one place where the tools are, and why would they not want you cleaning everything else? Of course they want you cleaning everything else.
Well,
So how many people did the cleaning job?
it was 3 of us.
Okay.
We all were cleaning. It was paper. The paper she's talking about that was on the floor. We got all of it up and around the whole house, and then after that, we swept and mopped the whole house.
You're talking about the paper that's protecting hardwood floors or
Yeah.
something that we're just putting out?
Yeah, we picked those up, we put them in garbage bags, took them outside, and then we swept and mopped the whole house except for what he didn't want us to do. And one of the workers was upstairs doing the windows or whatever they was doing upstairs. And when we said we were done, he did a once over, just check everything out. And then he said, hey, can you go upstairs and hit the windows again?
Let me show you the window. I guess this is a windowsill?
Yes.
Okay. What's that on the windowsill?
This can probably be from one of the windows that we didn't do a very good job on. Maybe we made a mistake. It was our mistake. Or it can.
But don't you do as the owner of the
Yes.
company? You don't do quality control yourself.
Yes,
and see that
we do. But it also can be a window in one of the rooms that she just took a picture of that we didn't do.
But I don't believe. Why would they pay you $450 to spend 2 hours cleaning and not have you clean 2/3 of the bedrooms?
I mean,
that's where they want it dirty. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
I mean,
I understand they don't want you to go into the master bath because, the tools are there and they don't want to have a different issue with the contractor.
Okay.
But I guess what I'm telling you is I don't believe that there were 2 rooms. I think you're mistaken.
Okay, maybe I am mistaken. Maybe
Right.
I
So
am
then
mistaken.
where is this dirtiness? This is filthy. Look at that. What
I have
room
no
is
idea,
this?
but I
My
don't.
son's bedroom.
Your son's bedroom.
I
Fabulous.
don't.
And then look at the jam where this is a sliding glass door?
Correct.
Where?
In the living room.
And that's not cleaned. I mean, there's not like furniture to clean or anything else. It's really just the surfaces. That's the whole point of paying you $450 for 2 hours, is that you're going to clean a bunch of surfaces.
If the defendants really did do 90% of the work, do they get paid 90% or do they get paid 0 for not doing the full job?
I say 0 until he completes all of what
You have
he
to
was
do the
contractually
full job.
obligated to.
Full job?
I say nothing because he has to do the full job. It's incomplete.
Nothing or 90?
I say 90. You did 90% of the work, you get paid for your work.
Going inside the courtroom.
What is this? These are the blinds, and this isn't just the rust on the blinds. This is dirt.
That's construction dust.
Construction dust on the blinds. It's like pixie dust. So take a look at these. So besides this window and these 2 blinds, were there any other problems?
Oh, not at all.
Just
Is that more than one problem or no? I mean, more than one window, I meant?
yeah, that's more than one window.
How many windows?
2 in my son's and 2 in our bedroom.
Okay.
And there's 2 in the 3rd bedroom, but they all look like that. It was all
Right, they have that
dust.
moment. So why would you be entitled to get the entire fee that you paid them paid back to you based on what you said was wrong? I mean, that's a percentage of what they
Just
did. So why would you get all your fee back?
The way they handled it.
Tell me what happened.
I spent the whole week calling. I called Tuesday, spoke to a woman who was not Davina, and she said, I'll have Davina call you back. I was always under the impression that it was Davina's business. So when I spoke to her Saturday, she said, email me the pictures. When I emailed her, she responded back saying, that was unacceptable. Then by Monday, her phone's disconnected. Tuesday morning, a week after the move, I go on Craigslist, find an identical ad word for word with a different number.
A different name or no?
No, same name, but different phone number, and her name on the voicemail. And when I called her, she said she didn't pick up. A different woman picked up, and she said, no, you have the wrong cleaning company, and hung up. what are the chances of a different cleaning company posting the same exact wording on a Craigslist ad? And then the second time I called, Davina picks up, and I recognized her voice. And I'm telling her for about a few minutes, Davina, it's you. I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know why we can't solve this. After a few minutes, she switches to a Jamaican accent and says, no, you need to speak to Eric.
Who's Eric?
I have no idea who Eric is.
Who's Eric?
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Did you talk to her?
No, I did not.
Did you switch into a Jamaican accent?
No, I did not.
Is there somebody with a Jamaican accent who answers the phone?
No, there's not.
Talk. No, I'm just kidding.
In my last email, in the last email she sent me.
This is crazy, man. This doesn't need to get, you know how this should, let me tell you how this should have been resolved. She calls you, she sends you a picture, you say, we're on our way. That's it.
Yeah,
Why
but you
am I
know
here?
what?
But now you're suing for $450 like they never even showed up. And that because their attitude. Attitude doesn't get you all your money back. And you don't get free cleaning. I don't get free cleaning. Why do you get free cleaning? What do you think is an adequate amount for the windows that you talk about and the shades that you talk about? What do you think is an adequate? Because obviously you haven't said boo about the floors or the walls.
Oh no, I did. The floors was the reason why my son had gray dust all over his legs. They cleaned the floors maybe once. My mom and I had to mop the floors 2 or 3 more times just to get the dust up.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
And then tools ended up missing.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
This is
Hello. Don't break out into Jamaican accent on me now.
This is when I spoke to her at length
and the other,
about- and then this is
me
all
and the
the times
female
I
that was
tried
there.
calling her.
He was standing in the kitchen with his little dog. He was standing in the kitchen while me and the other female was mopping together back to
No, I'm
back.
sure. But listen, we're done.
The floor,
okay,
like
we're
2,
done.
3
We're
times.
done. We're done. It didn't go down the way it should, which should have been an easy visit back, because you admit when you look at the pictures that there's things that were overlooked.
I did.
Okay, so the question now becomes what is appropriate at this juncture? Because obviously I'm going to return some money because it wasn't fully done. So, and the question is how much? That's the only question I have left, and I don't need any help on that. Okay, folks, based on what I'm seeing here, I'm going to order the defendant to return $150 to the plaintiff. That is my judgment.
So the cleaning company will be returning $150 to these people.
Yeah.
Step in next to me here. What's is that fair to you?
No, it's not fair at all because I think some of those pictures are made up before the job was actually done. You know, and then it's
Pictures of the windowsills and stuff
yeah.
before you cleaned them?
Yeah, I think so because she was lying a whole bunch inside the.
Why would they go through all that just to get a few dollars back?
The same reason why that when I spoke to her on the phone personally, I was trying to tell her that I can come in a day or two to get the job done for her over again, to make it up for it, and she wasn't trying to hear me. She was just being stubborn about it.
All right, right around this way, okay? Paperwork waiting for you over there. So come on in here. And so, how things going in the new house?
Oh, they're great. They're great. We did the cleaning ourselves properly. I wish we would have gotten a little bit more, but I'm just glad everyone can
Well, they did
see.
do some work that was valuable.
If you say so, but I just hope everyone sees them and runs from them if they call their company.
All right, and the little boy, how's he doing?
He's doing great.
Managing
Dust-free.
fine in the dust-free zone?
Dust-free.
Harvey.
Unless the customer is deprived of the essence of the job, the judge will basically discount the price by what the person who did the service didn't do.